Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Maincast Autumn Brawl English coverage. You did it, Reddit. You complained and complained and complained, and you were justified to do so. And Maincast said, you know, we can do better. We can do this in the studio. We can get the English casters in, so you can get coverage from the studio. And this isn't even a DPC event. How amazing is that? But you know what? I couldn't come here alone. So I'm Killer Pigeon. Maybe some of you heard of me. But I had to bring in someone special, right? We don't want to go. We couldn't be full Divide with English coverage, but we couldn't be full
what
Team
do you mean?
No, we had to find a
full
mid-ground.
Divide?
We had to find a mid-ground. So what we did is we got a specialist.
You lied to me, Pigeon. You lied to me.
Do you see this guy right here? This is your specialist. He is CIS and EU approved. He's been in both places. He could even be on the Russian coverage of the stream. It is, of course, Lizard. Lizard.
Thank you very much for introducing me.
I was leading to it. I could see you were excited. You couldn't wait to chip in.
No, I wasn't about to chip in, but the moment you said that this isn't going to be a full Divide stream,
that was outrageous. Like,
that's
no,
just unacceptable. I'm sorry. That's the only way I go, man.
I mean, we might get it, though, because you know what this is? This is some good old CIS Dota right here in front of us.
Yeah, the best.
And
it's the best. And you know what's the best also? All these reshuffles, getting this fresh blood into the game again. You know, you have the Team TPB or something with Fervian in command.
and you know what?
Amazing.
We were practicing these names. I was like, let's see if I can get this right. We've got Fervian. Mariachi,
yes.
that's an easy one.
Yes.
Ush.
Ush. Come on,
Yeah, because there's already Ush. There's an American player called Ush, so you can't have. So it got to be Ush. Kilomancer.
Yeah.
And was it
Hakon.
Hakon. I don't know why I want to go for a D.
Hakon.
Okay, like Hakon, like Archon. Okay, there we go. We got there. And then, of course, more familiar faces for Team Spirit, FNG, Skidder, Hester Joe, Biver, and Nine. Are you arguing me about Biver? Your Serbian roots.
Beaver, my what do you mean Serbian?
As in, you speak Serbian dialect in terms of Russian. All right. Google told me. You sent me some Russian messages.
That was
they were
English on Cyrillic. And I'm not gonna go there because
blaming the keyboard.
I'm gonna start blaming like a nation, and then like let's not go there.
We're not doing history here, right?
Let's not
we're
go
not
there.
doing history here. We're aiming to make history. We've got plenty of action in the coming days. You've got EU and CIS, some of the best teams, of course. Teams like Secret and
Team
Into
Spirit.
Pijamas.
Like we don't have to go that far. We already have a good team,
we
already have this amazing draft.
We have. We should get onto that because you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing something that has been kind of hiding in the back bushes. No one wanted to touch it. The anti-mage fourth pick.
The anti-mage fourth pick, yeah, man. I mean, they like... The anti-mage pick is actually a surprise, and they ban out the Invoker instantly after and go with the Pugna. Honestly, anti-mage, he's not really that popular right now, but I've seen him a bunch in my pubs lately, so I don't know why he's making a comeback, but he is. And you know what? I'm happy, because it changes this stale meta a little bit. It was all about the dual lanes. I mean, the dual lanes are kind of fresh as well. The game hasn't been played that for very long. But still, coming back with this kind of a pick, an anti-mage, it's actually really refreshing, to be honest, because we do get a new hero which instantly changes the game. It's like a Spectre. You have to deal with the anti-mage. If you don't deal with the anti-mage, he deals with you.
I feel like part of it is, I guess you could say it's due to this fact that I'd say the average time for games in the current meta has gone back like 10 more minutes. It takes longer to finish on average. So it makes more room for a pick like Anti-Mage to be viable because, of course, it's a fast carry.
Oh, definitely.
Like, well, fast traditional carry, because fast carry nowadays is things like Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, hey, let's fight at 6.
But that's the Gyro Wisp, and the Wisp has been banned, so instantly you don't have that option. And I believe that Team Spirit loves running Wisp Gyro. I've seen them do it. And in my opinion, the Gyro pick is great, but only with Wisp. Gyro, all alone and lonesome, he's just a lost helicopter. And we get to the Alchemist.
I mean, pick Alch.
I mean, to be honest, this matchup, Alchemist versus the Anti-Mage, it can work for the Alchemist if he gets his farm fast enough and you just completely shut down the map. And in all honesty, the problem that I have with Anti-Mage, the thing that you said, that in this meta, the game goes like 10 minutes more than it usually did, right?
It's like 10 minutes feels like twice the time in terms of what matters. I mean, this is kind of like a dual combo of how excruciatingly painful a few seconds can be in Dota these days compared to a few years back, and fast, rapid carries.
Every second matters for that
Yep.
anti-mage. If he doesn't get that Battle Fury, like, if he gets it 15, 30 seconds later, it means so much for his farm, because 30 seconds, that's basically farming one lane, going through the whole jungle, and farming another. So every second matters, definitely. However, I honestly don't think, and I have never thought that anti-mage is one of the best late-game carries. Super late game. Late game, when he gets all his items, he is good. But super late game, there are better heroes. Alchemist is kind of similar in that aspect, though. They're on a very similar ground there.
I mean, that's the caveat, right? Is they farm fast, they are gonna, on average, get their items
Exactly.
6 slots quicker. But the drawback is, hey, guess what? You're gonna get it quicker, but if you don't finish quicker, punishment is glutton for the taking.
I mean, let's be honest. It's an alchemist. The difference here is if you shut down an anti-mage and you don't allow him to get that Battle Fury, like, he's gonna struggle so hard. Like, the later the Battle Fury is, the harder he's gonna catch up with the farm, right? While the alchemist, you kill him once, you kill him 2 times, you kill him 3 times, he goes, takes a few bounties, and he's suddenly rich. So,
but that gives a counter argument, which is if you kill a downed anti-mage, you don't really get much gold out of an Alk. Doesn't matter how bad he's doing, he's still worth so much
he's a gold
money.
piñata, man. You just, kids gather around and just hit him. He's sharing his gold, his possessions. Yeah, so
we've seen that. Like, we've seen like both supports abandon the out lanes and go, all right, we're gonna just hunt the out.
And he's easier to kill, right? He's a much easier kill than anti-mage. For anti-mage, you need to actually have control. While for the alchemist, at least in the early stages of the game, the only thing you have to do is follow him, find him, and kill him, and that's it.
And both of them will be aiming for this beautiful throne we see before us, the final goal for them.
The beautiful throne.
It needs to be destroyed at any cost. And, well, that's kind of the thing to look at here as well, is which team has better tower.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this offlane?
You want to talk about the Ogre?
Yeah, Ogre offlane with 3 mangoes, 6 tangos. He's basically standing here and he's like, come at me, bro.
I like this, though, because we've seen a few more teams do an Ogre offlane. Do you know what I like? I don't know if you've seen this one yet. I don't think we've seen it competitive. It's Ogre plus Io. It's a scary, because you can just,
because
you
of
die,
Diagonus
you don't stop. Yeah. It's like there's so much good for it, because Ogre, he's tanky enough to dive a tower normally.
But now that we are checking the bottom lane, we have the Wyvern plus the Necro lane, which is absolutely disgustingly strong. Some fights happening, just a casual trades before the runes.
This is just the typical squaring up, right? Like you've got your Undying pick, so you're aiming to go aggressive. And that's kind of good for them because it's going to be that Ogre in the offlane. They can actually sap away his ability to just harass out.
The problem that I already see for TPB is they basically have this super aggressive lane, which is really strong versus an anti-mage lane. However, Team Spirit predicted this perfectly well, and they put the AM on mid versus Alchemist. So I just wonder how is that gonna end up for them.
It may be a case if we sometimes see Undying do this, move towards the mid lane to harass out. But I think Rubik is one of those perfect heroes to mirror this, and because of course you got the Telekinesis, the Fade Bolt to reduce the harassment.
The Fade Bolt is so
effective.
good, yeah. Overall though, I like the Undying a little bit more here, even though he's melee. He can come close to that Alchemist and hit him really hard, especially as Alchemist is strength, so he's gonna get a lot from that, from those decay stacks.
I think something we don't see talked about too often with this kind of matchup is the Undying, if you can force him away, trees are nowhere nearby. Tango usage is more frustrating. It's not like the outlanes where you just keep chasing and chasing and chasing and you don't get out of their face.
I think this current situation right now is very favorable for Team Spirit because of the mid lane. You have the Undying helping the anti-mage. I believe the plan from TPB was to completely shut down the AM on the offlane, but by putting that AM on mid, you basically are winning your safe lane with that Pagna versus Ogre, or at least doing fine versus him. I mean, you're gonna get experience, he's not gonna kill you, that's all that matters. And on the mid lane, the anti-mage is also gonna do fine. And the Undying, he's gonna wreak havoc on this Alchemist.
You know what? The betters agreed with you. GG bet, they're like, yep, you know what? You can bet on the other side. Team Spirit, they got this easily. We're not gonna give you much money for that bet. And I kind of see it. I mean, Hester Joe is a little bit harassed out, but here's the great thing about a Weaver is obviously you don't have much health to deal with. Tangos are getting pretty high. It's really hard to keep this guy out lane. And when you look at the lack of lockdown they have for this Weaver in this lane, he's just going to get to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, this Weaver should have a good game. However, at the same time, you have the Weaver giving that Sukuchi away, Shukuchi, Hukuchi, whatever you want to call it. He's going to give it to the Rubik. And at the same time, if the Rubik is not satisfied with that, he can also take a blink from AM. So this is such a good Rubik game too.
I mean, this is the dream. Rubik's
is
like,
the dream,
anything I
man.
take is worthwhile. Let's go.
This is definitely one of the best Rubik games.
Actually, I'm trying to think, like, looking at the last hits right now, they are pretty even. The one that is trailing behind, and you can already see it, you said it was going to be effective in this lane. Alk down on 5 last hits. Of course, a hero that gets inflated gold, but this is not how you want to start. In the top lane,
we have a first blood, man, and it's a solo kill.
Yeah, he just gets a solo on an Ogre. How often do you see Ogre fall like that without intending to?
Yeah, the problem with Ogre is, yeah, you have your armor, but Pagna, man, he doesn't care. He has so much magic damage that he just does not care. At the same time, the same thing is continuing on mid, so your Pagna is winning the safe lane. Not by CS, but by that kill, definitely. Oh, 9?
You say that, Nine's been harassed a little bit, but the problem is, this is a very fast undead little child. It's hard to get your hands on him.
He has...
Oh, they reached him with the burn. They're going to slow him down and move up here. They might be able to actually find him. 9, he needs to hide in the trees, but they still see him. They'll run him down. They've not got a fade ball available just yet. He's juking out.
Should be
They're
there now.
diving for this. Oh my god, 9, he's got the ball. He's going to turn around. He's going to get killed. Killamaster goes down. 9! He's going to use his Grapify. It says fine.
And the
Tank the tower, Ogre, let's go.
Are you doing
Hop on. Is he going to stand there? Never blast coming out. It's close. No, it's so close. It's going to burn up still. So he doesn't survive, but he does take the kill first, and he forces Ogre down to near death again.
I don't think it's worth it though. He was really bloodthirsty there. Like, he shouldn't have went for the Ogre. It was such a great play. However, on bottom lane, Necro.
Mariachi should be fine. They'll turn around on the Viva here, but like, no Spike Carapace yet.
Yeah.
Because he took the mana burn, because of course this type of lane.
He has his sticks though, so he should be fine. He uses those sticks and it's good to leave the lane.
I think what he's waiting for is, I think he'll get the Spike Carapace at 4, because that's when the Ghost Shroud typically gets picked up, and he can use that, but no, don't even need it. Wyvern down, the Swarm going across, catching on Mariachi as well. He needs to be careful himself and run. He's in a 2-on-1 scenario, the mana burn's going to come back, he's got no mana to work with. Uh-oh, he's got the sticks, should just about be fine. Has to use the Ghost Shroud to ensure though.
So wait, did GGBet agree with me or not?
GGBet was agreeing with you, because the odds were low.
The odds were low, yeah, and justifiably so, because Team Spirit is right now, I think, winning all 3 lanes.
I mean, look at the
quite
animation.
convincingly.
28 last hits already. He's having the perfect start to
Necro.
lane. Mariachi, blocked out. No Ghost Shroud still on cooldown. He goes down. And this is what we're talking about. Like, this is before the Spike Carapace pickup. Once that happens, Ghost Shroud will not protect you anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the no Spike Carapace build does kind of make sense in this lane because of the mana burn. It's so effective versus Necro. But once he gets that, it's going to be even harder for them.
Furbian has a DD. He thinks he can go for them, but no. Turned around on the Impale, needs to move away.
FMG's
Five no, Spike Carapace is there.
Got
FMG shows up, the pound 1 down. Mariachi needs to back away here. He did at least pick up the bounty, though.
Well, that's, I mean, it's not at least he picked up the bounty, because on the other lane, Hakon picked 2 bounties, and you have an Alchemist, which is huge for you. So you're kind of fine trading these kills or dying as a position 5, as long as you're giving your Alchemist that bounty gold.
And that's always the argument. As the game goes on, you're going to go, okay, they got this kill, but was he out farming? That's always going to be the question back in your mind. Was he out farming at this given time?
And he was, but look at that. They've smoked up, and while this little guy is farming on mid, they're wrapping around with the little smoke.
Well, they're coming from both angles here, going for the strategic pincer maneuver. Spincer, that'll be a new one. Spincer, they're going to spin you up some pincer.
Beaver has been
he got spotted. Furbian was scouting across, and this is the right move. This is what you expect to see Wyvern doing, is your job now is bodyguard.
This is such a good play by Furbian, actually, because he planted that ward in such a safe position that...
Top. Stun's coming out, a lot of damage on the Fade bot as well. 9 decrepifies, but he's burning up from it. He can't get the life drain out in time. He's gonna die.
Had it, though. He had it. He decided not to use it after the Decrepify. Yeah. I guess he would have died anyway.
He should have been done. The Fire Blast was coming off cooldown, so he should have been hit.
It was impossible for him to stay alive there. And honestly, like, this Pagna had such a good start. He shouldn't be dying right now. But Hakon, look at this. Look at this beast. Look at this.
Hakon is top
on XP. Look at this absolute unit, man.
I mean, so's the Pugna in terms of XP. This lane seems to be the more bloodthirsty one, the more even one right now. Everyone's kind of getting what they want. Well, I say that. Pugna not getting as much damage on the towers as he'd like to. But who's going to have more effect as it goes on? I think when you come to this mid-game, you've got to think about the push potential coming out of the Pugna, as opposed to what Ogre's going to offer.
Oh, Ogre, who is falling really low here, he has something in his skills.
Very low.
Oh, he misses. So he can Bloodlust the tower. So there's that. He can erect the tower in very big heights.
But Mariachi.
Mariachi?
Is he going to get away? He might get away with it. He's going to be fine. Hester Joe actually pretty scared of the Splendid Blast himself. That seems the lane to watch actually now, because that just picked up 6 on the Necro.
Let's look at. Sorry. I love this spot, by the way. It's one of my favorite spots to hide in, honestly. And look at him. He has no HP on Alchemist.
Oh, sure, has no choice here. Like, FNG's tanking a lot of damage. He needs to be careful. The asset spray.
He's going to give a kill.
Okay, no, he's trying to deny himself, but he screws up. He's going to die. Shush gets it.
Hello, FNG. Was that
FNG is a next level undying player, right?
That was
questionable
next
at
level.
He had a plan, all right? We are mere mortals compared to FNG's mastermind,
Yeah, of course.
clearly.
Of course. I mean, you know what? If he was there with the stout shield, that definitely works. But without the stout, those creeps just eat him alive.
You know what it is?
Minus armor as well.
It's the feed gold strategy. You're going to plump up this Alk, and then you're going to kill him.
Oh yeah, that's definitely very effective versus Alchemist. Just feed him early on. That's how it works. That's
Well, you animate. You got to make it fair. Animage is look at Animage actually right now. Over 1,000 lead over that Alk. That's not something you'd want to be seeing.
So
as the Radiant side in this
game. So if it was some other hero, I would argue with you that it's not as effective, but it definitely is versus an Alchemist as an AM. Oh look, Beaver coming here. They know this ward is just way too good.
But the pressure is applied, and this forces Ush to farm slower. This is the important part. Oh, they've come out. FNG's been found. And Ogre, he came to party. The Fire Blast's going to be there, but Biver looking for the double stun. Does actually miss the Ogre. No, the Splint Blast across as well. FNG left out, hung and dry. He has to be abandoned by his Nyx.
No, honestly, so far, yeah, TPB, they've had a rough laning stage, but overall, they're playing really well around this Alchemist. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by how good their understanding of this game is. Like, they understand we have an Alchemist, we have to put these secure wards, we have to commit to defending him. I really like that, actually.
Yeah, I feel like they've drafted in a way that the Ogre is the primary focus, right? It's like the Ogre to cover the Alk. The Alk, of course, is the end goal, but he's going to create this zone of space.
Yeah, he's the bruiser, right?
Yeah, he's there to just get in people's faces. Biver coming top, actually, the Crep Fight going out into the Rubik, the Life Drain, the Never Blast. Not enough to keep him alive with the wand, he'll still fall.
Yeah, and that same Pagna, you talked about him, you touched on that subject a little bit. He's going to be taking these towers with the Crep Fight. And the problem with Alchemist is he's going to have no space to farm with. Like, where's he going to farm once you take all the tier 1s and you just choke him in his jungle slowly? Yeah. He's going to have to run to your jungle or something to opposite jungle. It's not really the easiest game for him versus a Pagna.
And he has to be careful in this scenario, right? They've taken one tower already. At the same time, he's nowhere near this Radiant. So if they quickly take the other tier 1s, he's going to have nowhere to go. Nowhere's going to be safe. The pressure's always going to be on because that's what a Pugna does. That's what a Weaver does.
Yeah.
Speaking of that Weaver.
Mariachi.
Dance from Mariachi here needs to be a little bit careful.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mess. The Scythe is available. You do not try the patience of this Necrofrost in that scenario. Or maybe you do. Moving in. Skid is here as well. Hasted up Animage. She wants to go for a party. Mariachi has to go Shroud up. The pop comes out, though. And they will be able to actually claim the Tombstone on the high ground. Fervin going down the low, trying to TP out. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Double kill for Skidder.
Yeah, just such a good rune for Anti-Mage. Gets that haste, joins the fight, is much closer to his Battle Fury than he was earlier. Is still 2,000 gold above the Alchemist, which is definitely not where we want to be as an Alchemist. Like, even though they didn't manage to kill him, you said it, they pressured him so hard. He couldn't farm in the mid lane, so he had to leave it. And then in the jungle, like, yeah, they didn't kill him, they even fed him a kill, and he still cannot be higher net worth than Anti-Mage. It's
scary.
It's scary, definitely, man.
I mean,
but
like
you have an Ogre offlane.
But Yogi. Yogi's going to have to do a lot, though. Ogi, the pressure's going to be on, because in the next few minutes, like, Necrofrost occasionally will do something, but it's not the hero that goes killing often, right? When Scythe's off cooldown, great. That's 110 seconds. So between that, what are you doing? You're just shoving lanes, farming, kind of waving to the enemy team, going, I can't quite kill you, but you can't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really talked about this aspect of the Ogre. As you can see, Alchemist is sitting a bit faster because of the Bloodlust. So that will kind of boost his farm a little bit.
There's a problem. Yeah, this is really problematic because actually Animage has shown up as well. So, Ush, a little bit far out here, might be punished for it. Especially with Chemical Rage, he hasn't activated it yet. If they actually stun him before he does, he could die very quickly. Skidder reveals, they move in, Impale goes out. He did get the Chemical Rage though, they're going to try and burn him up. They should be able to pop him down. Mana Void's going to be close, but not close enough. He'll walk away.
Right, they forced him out. That's actually, like, I was worried for him, but he seems like he knows what he's doing because he sees what heroes are on the map and what heroes are off the map. And because of that, he understands, all right, there might be a Nyx here in Vendetta, but him alone with the Anti-Mage, they're not going to kill me. Oh, but Mariachi, though, he might die.
Getting low here, he might turn around. Hesjo needs to be careful because of the Scythe. So he won't be able to actually look for the kill. Will he? Scythe
Scythe?
actually comes out onto the Pugna. No complete waste of life drain. Mariachi. He throws away the Scythe and he dances himself to an early death. They're trying to turn around here. This is kind of the problem though. How do you respond to a Pugna who does so much damage? And the top, Nick's taking a lot of damage as well. This is the experience of the Ogre. He just like sits here, bashes anything.
Don't kill the tomb. Don't kill the tomb.
He needs
This
to
is
farm.
it. Yeah, this is it.
This is the recovery point.
Oh, this is so
Let's
good
go.
for them. Go deny FNG. Nice.
FNG. He's like, take me. I'm worthless. Gold,
Yeah,
please.
just stop farming my babies.
Is he gonna get the deny? No,
Almost.
he's so close. If he got the stun actually from Nyx, he might have made it.
But this is still so good for Alchemist. Look at him. Like, he's only 800-ish behind now.
I mean,
when
this
he
is
was 2,000 behind a minute ago, so this is amazing for him. The
I mean,
game
that's
is doing
something
well.
we didn't highlight is actually the potency of picking Undying and then an out coming out. It can really work against you. It forces you in these scenarios where you can barely drop the tombstone. It's
Yeah, the
rarely
tombstone.
worth it.
Oh, Necro bottom.
Mariachi, there's a Ghost Shroud coming out. The swarm's on him. He's going to try and run away. Needs to be careful. Or maybe not too careful, because no Scythe available. Mariachi surrounded and does die.
Yeah, this draft, though, having a Pugna versus Necro, it's always such a hard matchup for Necromancer.
It's very bold when teams do not-
Necromancer.
Necromancer. That's a new hero.
There we go.
We aren't talking about that hero until next year, right? Valve had us on those NDA.
I'm never gonna get my artifact key now, man. I messed up. Like, what's it? Noob from UA.
New from you. Okay.
I messed up.
Poor Noob. But
Alright.
it's just okay. So we reached this
This is
stage.
stretching.
This is the stage of the game where the Nyx's wet dream is, can I find a courier? Please
A
let me find a
courier
courier.
or alchemist, and he has found one of those.
He has. There
There's
are a few
Weaver
heroes
connected.
around. Weaver coming across as well. They stun him up. He does get the chemical rage out, but this damage is too much. Ush
He
will
should
be
fall.
full.
Yeah. So with that bug, they get minus armor. Not gonna try for it.
Hester chose a little bit paranoid about it. I mean, you kind of would. Noga just walks up and stuns you like that. Something's got to be going.
I mean, my problem is this ogre. Like, all right, you have a hood and mana boots, and
But you're tanky. What do you do for the rest of your team?
yeah,
how are you
what's
going
your-
to protect them?
yeah, what? Like, they're just gonna dodge you. They're not gonna look at you. And that's it. While Anti-Mage is actually doing the best thing possible for his team and the worst thing possible for Alchemist. He's taking his safest farm. Like, he just goes and farms whatever he wants to.
Oh, Tombstone in the bot lane, FNG. They'd actually denied the tower. Nice done by Rubik, but now in trouble. Ogre needs to move away. The life drain steal. Rubik's going to make sure they have to cancel, and they'll just look to move away. The Prepfire's going to come out. 9 moving across, needs to be careful. Never Blast does go down, and FNG zombies get the kill on the Killermancer. 9 needs to get out of this. 3-on-1. He might turn around, look for a kill. Never Blast. The Fade Bolt, they get it. The Scythe's going to come down as punishment, but it doesn't kill him. He's bottling up 9. Is he going to survive
the
this?
skull?
No,
Nine.
he's going to die.
Nine
He can't
falls.
move away, but at the same time, they do drop the Necro in response. So,
Oh,
up Fervin, the zombies finally run out. The creeps are chasing. They're paranoid. They're going to go in.
Nyx is coming.
Yep,
Weaver is
Fiverr
coming.
says clean up. Freebie, let's go. Urn goes out. Fervin, nowhere to run. The
The
Impale
stun
does
gets
connect.
him. Nice stun. He actually had no vision of him, so that stun was actually really good. At the same time,
Oh,
there's
no.
this little Anti-Mage taking your stacks.
Now, this is what we usually say about the Alchemist scenarios. You know, great, you got the kill, but guess what? Alch still farming. Nope, doesn't matter. Anti-Mage in your jungle. And we said this was a worrying factor. When you lose these tier 1s, where the hell does your out go?
Yeah, I really think like if you're playing an Alchemist in this kind of scenario, you have to be in front of the Anti-Mage and definitely not behind. And definitely 15 minutes in, 2,000 behind. It's not,
Well, at
not
least
looking great.
Look at the bounty runes.
Yeah.
They're even on bounties. And keep in mind, Radiant are the ones with the Alchemist.
Yeah, that's not great either. So overall, looking scary for TPB, looking scary for this Alchemist. I mean, he hasn't been playing poorly. It's not him. It's just that his Team Spirit. Well, it's not easy for him to just find farm, and he has this Radiance now. He's gonna buy. They should allow him to. Yeah, he's gonna get the Radiance. But you know what the problem is? When you have that Radiance, it's another way of Nyx.
Spike Carapace.
Yeah, Spike Carapace. It's another way for Nyx to set up on you. So it might work even against him. It's looking really spooky.
And you look at the wards. The wards are the problem here. Team Spirit have already warded up the jungle. They're already on the scout for the Alch all times. It feels like the Alch's move right now is not just smoke up and skewer the jungle. It's for him to smoke up himself and go into the dire jungle and risk it.
Yeah, but look at these 3 guys smoked up. Like, what are they gonna do? All right, we're smoking.
For an anti-mage, let's go. How's this gonna work?
They're not gonna kill him. They can't kill, like, maybe this Nyx, but that's it. Like, these 3, they're basically on a smoke break. That's what they are. They went outside and they're taking a cigarette, and that's it. That's all they can do. They can just chill outside a little bit.
Mate, rules over here mean you have to go. Oh, life drain, no!
Ah, there you go.
Oh, she just disappears. and the tips will come out. He tried for the stun and immediately just suicided as a result.
Beaver at the same time though, bottom lane.
He's going to buy a lot of time here. Double stun coming out, and that will arrive. FNG in, Killamancer going down. Skidder might hunt for more here. Buys enough time, the TP responses are quick, and now Fervin is on the run. Mariachi, Spike Carapace comes out, hits back one of the Spirit Vessel as well. Good luck healing up now. And Skidder still hunting here. Stun's going to come out. FNG's fine though, but the Ogre not so much. They'll get a triple kill on Skidder. He's partying here. It's a complete team wipe. As Team Spirit, they're going for buildings.
Honestly, each one of these players on Team Spirit played that team fight perfectly, but Skitter, the way he moves in that fight, completely unallowing Fervian to use his ultimate, because he was always far enough from his teammates so he cannot kill them. And you can't really ulti anyone else. You have to have that anti-mage close enough, or at least the Weaver. So overall, really well played by Team Spirit, and it's looking even scarier now for TPB.
I mean, it was double benefits as well. When you think about it like this, he was zoning out and making sure there was no actual way that they could escape. So he was getting double value.
Oh, top lane again.
Oh, no, not again. Oh, sure. He does get the Chemical Rage out, but the life drain going. He's losing a lot of health here. Some assistance is needed. It's going to be close. He gets him! And now they're trying to move forward, but they've already escaped. They'll get themselves a nice little ward as a response kill. But that's not good enough. Now the Crep Fight coming out, just trying to slow down the Ogre. The Spike Carapace is there. Biver thinking about this. Mana Bird. Scythe hits on him. It'll be enough. No! He goes down. They do actually manage to get the Scythe bonus time, so he's going to be on the sideline for a decent amount of
I think that's him just being cocky there, Biver, honestly. Beavers, stop it with your English accent.
Biver.
Your British accent.
It's Biver.
I need my Slavic
The casting community has decided
it is Beaver. I call Beaver, it's done. And no other way of calling that guy, okay?
Sorry, I'm going to have to...
Oh, Killamancer?
Oh, Killamancer is dead, Omancer. Gone in a second, and now stuns on the Hester Joe, but time-lapse out, and he'll chase forward. Fervin a little bit too close, so this needs to be careful. The Crep Fight doesn't come out. And the Neverblast not hurting too much in the Ogre. He has a lot of regen now with the Hood of Defiance.
Yeah, but
I say a lot, but he's still dying.
It's the same item build that he's had for the last 10 minutes.
It's problematic. He has started to curve off and fall behind. And 9, he's just partying here, the life drain. He is so cocky because he knows if they respond immediately, they can just counter any movement.
I mean, no one's stopping them at the same time.
Shush. Needs to be careful here. Throws out the stump. He needs to escape. Going to use the Winner's Curse to try and harass on anti-mage, but the damage is not enough. He might just go hunt.
Skitter,
go the other way.
Yeah, Skitter got a bit low, so he's just gonna go back and farm. But at the same time, 9 is just doing whatever he wants to.
This is his life. He doesn't care about anything else on the map. He's a pugner. He sees towers, he hits towers.
He see tower, hit tower, kill tower. That's it. That's the name of the game for him. Occasionally, if he sees an alchemist, he goes for him as well. That happens every now and then.
Just a few times.
Yeah, just a few times, solo killing the alchemist.
This Alch may have a few deaths at this point. I think he's died 4 or 5 times. He's matching his supports.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when you have alchemist behind anti-mage,
they may have found him, drag him in, they'll be able to kill him off. He does get the tower, but dies for him.
They had to get this kill.
They had to.
They definitely had to. I was saying, it's bad when you have alchemist behind anti-mage, but when you have alchemist behind Pugna, that's rough, man. That's a rough alchemist game, because Pugna is one of those. And look at him, he's running with
He's turned his Radiance off. Yeah, he's like, please do not find me. I just need this creep wave. Right. I've got to buy a new car, a new house for Mama Babushka back home. She needs this. Please.
Babushka is crying back home.
Look what they're doing.
Stop killing my alchemist.
I think they're from the same family, the same Babushka, because they've got 2 people following around all times. You've got the Rubik and you've got the Ogre bodyguarding this out.
I mean, they were doing this very well before, like in the laning stage and a little bit after it, like until the 13, 14 minute mark, but after that they just stopped. I think that was a grave mistake. And look at this, Nyx Assassin with this vessel, he counters both Necro.
There you go. Stun actually misses. Mana Burn hit, and Hester moving across. There you go. Spirit Vessel out. No, there's the Spike Carapace. Uh-oh, you should have tried to heal yourself. Mariachi down to half HP. They'll chase and find the kill. Meanwhile on the bot, 9, the Crep Fire up. Going to look to move away. Needs to be careful. Does have the life drain. Will turn around. Killamancer needs to get out of here. Will be able to escape, but barely alive.
Was that life drain a little bit too slow? Did you see that?
It felt like he could have done it sooner. As soon as the stun's gone, what do you care? I think his concern was the steal for the life drain. He didn't want that to happen.
Even when he was in the woods, like, I think he had the vision while Rubik didn't, so he could have went for it earlier. But overall, they go in for the Roshan, the mighty Roshan, and why
He's not looking so mighty right now. Look how quick this is dropping. Courtesy, of course, of the Swarm, which typically we see a lot of teams actually just move in towards the end to keep the Swarm alive.
Yeah, you have to.
Stun's coming out. They found Nyx, but Spike Carapace now stun on 2. There's the winner's curse. They're going to kill off their own Nyx, but they'll chase forward. Skidder is going to find Fervor in the back foot. There's going to be use of the Cold Embrace, and they're going to look to move away. They try to fight onto the Ogre. He's getting low, but not low enough. He's still running away. Nana run him down. There's the pop. Fervin's going to fall, and so will the Ogre. He has no escape from this. Double kill for Skidder.
This is high ground right now. There's absolutely nothing stopping this Pugna from, and the double damage. Of course, just a convenient double damage.
And on top
why
of that,
not?
they found the Alka on the top side as well.
Yeah.
They got chased down by Hersijo. That's why he was missing from the fight. So this is, like you said, this is perfect. DD, let's go. You either get it before the Roche or you get it immediately afterwards for the high ground push.
Look at Skitter going so deep, trying to pick off someone with that.
He's so tanky against this though.
He has the bashers as well, so if he jumps you, you're as good as that.
Like, where is their physical damage? They don't have any physical damage this game.
No, not really. Like, even with the tanky Alchemist, this game is hard for them. Even if the Alchemist had a good game, this game is hard. Like, the draft is a little bit wibbly wobbly. I don't know.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, I'm inventing stuff now, yeah.
You say inventing it, alright? That's been the thing in the UK for at least 20 years. Oh, 9?
Really? No.
They're trying to look how tanky he is. The Scythe comes out immediately. He's going to be fine. Now turn around. Ushish needs to be careful about this. He's running out of mana, maybe running out of time. Hesijo moving forward. The Cold Embrace is going to come out. He's going to use the time lapse and just walk it off because way too many people here. The zombies amass, and Ushish says, "Gold, gold, give me. I need this." But life drain going out.
Oh, here comes the beam.
Mariachi barely staying alive. The
Yeah.
Mana Void almost making him go pop completely.
All right, so they lose a side. They didn't lose that Alchemist there, so that was kind of good. But I think the real gem was, wait, you're out of mana, you're out of time. Is that what you said? That's a gem.
He was looking like he might be.
That was.
But you know what happened? You know what happened?
That's a song, right? That's that song. It's amazing.
He sat there, he's like,
use
my
that
team is behind me, and now I'm just going to farm these zombies. Like, this is his hope. It's like, how do we get back in this game? I don't know, maybe FNG just drops a tombstone in our base, and we sit there for 40 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds very plausible. That's going to happen, for sure.
Fervin free fire on the life drain. He's gone. No escape from that. They'll at least get the ward in response, but that's not a good trade. Now move on the Blinking Skidder. He's going to just wipe out Rubik instantly. The buyback does come out, down to half HP, but Skidder still has that second life. How do you approach this? And I'll tell you how Team Spirit are going to approach it. Slowly. Just poke, prod, never blast your way through.
You have this erected tower standing in front, so that's something. And the Alchemist is splitting top, so that's... Alright, you got
the jump in! Rubik, dieback! He's gone again. The buyback comes out the wide. It does have the winner's curse, but no, the stun, the life drain. They're going to get rid of the Necrophos. Gone for 50 seconds. Going to chase forward for more, and they'll find it. Dix goes down in response. Skidder's still chasing. Ush. He's in trouble. He's going to fall. Triple kill for Skidder, and we're seeing that way too often in this game. We'll move to the back foot. Burby looking at the winner's curse, but it hits onto no one. Pugna just standing there going, okay, I'll hang here for a few seconds.
Are we going to see a rampage?
Ultra?
Give him a rampage!
Where's the rampage? Give him the rampage. Cancel the GG. Give that man a rampage. Mariachi, there it is.
We got
Skidder gets it. And just in time as the game gets wrapped up. And
what a game.
Team Spirit looking strong. I mean, what can you say about that game? Like, when you see an Alk that poor.
He was miserable. He was definitely miserable. Like, and they got only one tier 1 in, well, while your high ground is falling. So it looks rough. Honestly, though, what did they expect? You're picking a Necro, you're giving away Nyx and a Pugna.
It wasn't just that. We said, this Anti-Mage, where's your physical damage? Because even with the, you know what Alka's going to build? He's going to build into the Radiance and the Manta.
Yeah,
it eventually becomes good physical damage, but you're going to have this huge gap where how do you kill the Anti-Mage?
It never catches up to AM, actually. AM is, in my opinion, pretty decent in that matchup. So, I don't know, but it's not about that matchup alone. I believe if they had something else but Alchemist, like a normal carry, something different, and then something else than Necro, or at least if you're picking Necro, ban the Pugna.
Yeah, that's the typical mistake we see a lot of teams make.
I don't know why people do that, because Pugna is such a perfect answer to Necro in every way. I
think it's the bait, right? Because you attempt to lull someone into doing that, and then I think what we typically see is someone like a Zeus, because you go, okay, I can deal with that easily. Bam, dead. The problem is, you're leaving it that late into a draft to make that choice, and at the same time, you're picking heroes that do not deal with Pugna well at all.
Yeah, that Pugna was... I mean, let's not praise Pugna alone.
Let's not oversell it.
Let's not oversell it. It
I mean,
wasn't only the Pugna.
We didn't, yeah? What about Weaver?
Weaver, to be honest, I won't even mention.
To be honest, it's Weaver.
He was right there.
That hero always wins his
he was right there. He did his Weaver things, spammed his bugs around, and that's it. However, in my opinion, I would give the MVP to the Nyx. And honestly, this was an easy Nyx game. It wasn't that hard. He had everything that's needed for a good Nyx game, right? But overall, he still played well. He found the Alchemist every time it was necessary. Yeah, they didn't kill him a few times, but because of... I mean, just being a Nyx in this game, just being the Nyx...
Just picking that hero,
just pressures Alchemist so much because he cannot farm as restlessly as he usually would. Because remember, that Radiance, it just hurts him. Because of the Carapace. It sets up for that Nyx even easier. It's another way of stunning, which means that you don't have to stun, which means that you have an interruption for that teleport.
So guys, on that note, actually, we will give I'll go and we'll give the MVP to Nyx. Sorry, FNG, we were thinking about giving it to you, but that Stout Shield, no Stout Shield death at the creep camp.
Farming that stack was definitely the best move in this game. It was good.
That was the best slice of action we got to see. Thank you for that. But I believe we should be going to a break now. It shouldn't be too long before we got another best one. We've got loads of best ones. We've got 5 more to come today.
Overall 6.
Yeah, overall 6.
5 plus 1, 6. Yeah, good.
Don't worry, this is not NA math. But you know, CIS EU action, Bloodsport, back and forth, plenty to come. So we go into our breaks. We shouldn't be too long before we're back with the next best of one. Stay tuned, guys.